movie, which is number 3, and the name of this is called Amelia. Mm-hmm. Now, Amelia is a woman, or let's say a young woman, that is just moved out of her house, living with her mom. Still kind of going back and forth with mom about moving out, because mom didn't really want her to move, and she's kind of feeling guilty about moving, and she's moving on with her life. You know what I'm saying? She got a boyfriend now, and she's telling her mom about this guy, and she waited to kind of like have a phone call with her because she really didn't want to get guilted into that, get guilted at that point. But she wound up having a phone call with mom, having an argument, and then explaining who the guy is. And hey, I got him this gift. He's I think this guy was like an archaeologist or something like that. And hey, I got him this gift. It's a Zuni doll. And it's a Zuni hunter doll. She was like, Mom, you really got to see his face. Now, the word that she used in this is he's a real uncle.
We already know when they showed the doll what they were saying. Yeah, but okay. So, you better make this good. And it was.
The doll is pretty much like probably about a good 1.5 feet tall, sitting on the table. She's like, she's like, wow, you're really a real uncle. She was like, your mom, what do you say? Your parents probably really mad at how ugly you are.
She was pretty much saying you a she was saying a nigga. Come on, I mean, but it's cool. It was Karen Black again, so again, I get it.
So now she tells her mom about the doll, and she winds up reading the paper, and the paper is kind of like giving you instructions on this doll. And the first part of it is he who kills. And then she says, she kind of puts it down, looks at the doll again. She looks at the paper again. It says, he who kills, he is a deadly hunter. Like, really? Like, wow. Yeah. And then she looks at the doll and then touches the spear. I'm like, wow, the spear is real sharp. She winds up getting off the phone with mom, and she sits the doll down on the table. And, or while she's talking to mom, I'm sorry, she reads the instructions, and it says, well, the chain is on this doll so that it does not release the spirit that can now become one with the doll. Right. If the chain is removed.
Yeah, big dip. Right, folks.
So she sits the doll on the table, and the chain wiggles a little bit, trickles a little bit, and then it comes off. Yep. She gets undressed and gets in the shower.
Yes.
While she's in the shower, the doll is now coming to life. The Zuni spirit is getting in him. And she comes out the shower, has her little thing on. She walks out, puts her robe on, walks out, see that the doll is not on the table. And then she says, wow, looks at the table, the chain is sitting on the table. So she's like, she's still not thinking that, hey, the spirit done jumped in this doll because the chain is on. She's just like, where did he go? So she wants to start looking around, looks up.
Did she put a steak in the oven? And she start cooking and shit too?
This was because I'm sorry. She was supposed to be meeting up with her boyfriend.
Oh yeah, that's right.
She was supposed to be meeting up with her boyfriend. Once she sat the doll on the table, she went and was getting dinner ready. So the steak is in which now, it's funny that you even brought it up.
Yeah, because.
In the movie.
Yeah, it's not in there no more.
No, it was burnt the fuck up.
No,
it was a little piece of that.
Oh, you saw that? Oh, I didn't see that.
When she opened the door. Well, so now we're at the point of where she's now trying to figure out where this doll is. And she's looking around, looks up under the table, looks up under the couch, puts her hand up under the couch, and pulls her hand back. Yeah. And it's a spear. She finds the spear. She got stuck. And she's like, wow. She was like, I don't know what happened.
Next 18 minutes is the best 18 minutes you ever live in your life.
What? Goes around the couch and says, let me check the backside. Opens up the couch. Looks up under there again, puts her hand up under there. And then, typical. Oh, got pissed again. Oh, now I found. Okay, well I got his spear now. I guess I'm getting warmer, guys.
Yeah, go back again.
So she walking around looking. I think she walks into the bathroom, and as she walks into the bathroom, she sees this little shadow run by, and you hear little feet,
little footsteps.
Scariest shit you ever want to see.
Boy, she turns around and she's like, "What's going on? What's happening right now?" She walks back out of there. Then she hears something in the kitchen. She goes back in the kitchen, looks around. She got her little butcher knives on her little wooden board.
Yep.
One of them seems to be missing.
Yep.
So now it's like, what missing? What? She's like, "Come on, girl. I know you're not going crazy."
Right.
So she walks out of there. Attack. You know, that's the first attack.
Scariest shit you ever want to see me. He went to work on her ankles on down.
This thing is talking, man. This thing is talking the whole time.
Yeah.
I was trying to make out if it was saying some words, really, but it's yeah.
You want to know why I ain't made it like that? Yeah. He's already in there. The damn doll look like it's straight from Africa. So now that he's verbal, this is what we feel you niggas should sound like. You know what? Y'all got away with it on this one because I really ain't giving shit. You racist bastard. But you made a good one.
He's like, He's going after her. Now he's like, boy, he bought that action. Let's say that. He bought that action.
Oh, he was on it.
Man, so he owned it from the time that he was out. So she's running around, falling over things, trying to get away from it. She winds up getting into a room and closing the door.
This was a big ass apartment.
Boy,
huge. Jim got through 2 goddamn doors. She slammed another one. Yeah. I call him Jim. Well, Jimmy, but Jim for short. Yeah. He got through 2 doors at this point. The point where Mugu is talking about when you said when she make it to the bathroom?
Well, this is the first room she got to because
okay, that's the first room.
The locks.
He turned the knob on her.
Exactly.
And she had her shoulder into the door. He was pressing on him.
He was sticking a knife on her. Scariest shit you ever want to see when you're not supposed to be scared. Just a little knife up under the door. But I have on no pearls, but I was touching the shit out of something. But the first time I see it, I was like, ugh, it's a little down, nigga, scary as shit. And dog, if y'all ain't seen this here, this part right up here up under the door, shit is scary as hell. Like the knife is little as fuck. But that ugly ass nigga that got it. Nah, it's like reverse racism. Like, your black ass out here.
He trying to get her. Knife up under the door. He's showing her everything. I'm going at everything. She gets into the bathroom. He winds up, as he does, stick the knife up under the door. Couple minutes go by. She's already scraped up, knifed up.
Ankles. I don't even see how she's still walking because that first attack, nigga, the ankles on down, nigga, I know he tore a tendon.
He was dicing her.
Yeah.
So the doorknob turns. Slow as hell.
Yeah, she's still looking at like.
Door comes open. He comes. He opens her again. Yeah. So she's running around. She done fell a couple times.
Oh God.
Now she gets to the closet. Now she got the door closed on the closet. Now she's trying to hold him back. He's pushing. And she locks this door again. But now she's like, I gotta come up with something. It's a suitcase in there. So she thinks of the suitcase. I'm like, all right. She opens up the suit. She gets the suitcase ready, opens it up. The door flies open. Here he comes. She opens up the suitcase. Boom! Catches him in the suitcase.
Game
Flips it up. Yeah, she thinks she got it.
Game over. Game over. I get it.
Got it for a minute. No.
He's a little wooden fucking animal.
No.
He's fucking nigga.
He's a hunter. And he like, oh, okay, this shit is leather. Knife.
Yes. Scariest shit you ever want to work. Scariest shit you ever seen.
Just sawing at it.
Starts cutting through the suitcase. Now, this part really got me that they wrote this in there for her to do. The knife is going up and down.
Yeah.
And while he's cutting the suitcase,
she's trying to grab it.
Let me try to take the knife.
She probably improv that because that's what white folks do.
And I had a feeling that had to be that.
It is.
She's trying to grab the knife, and he's like constantly going up.
You really think the writer put that in there, or she was?
I don't know.
That had to be something she thought.
It gotta be. A writer would be like, "What dumbass would do that?"
Yeah.
A woman by herself in an apartment.
Ain't gotta be.
That's hysterical. Yeah,
and right.
You might try.
By no means, I take this opportunity to say, by no means is Goo'S and Reviews racial discriminatory or any kind of way. It's just different ways, just have different characteristics.
In horror movies,
nobody. Brings out the differences. That's it. We point out differences. I don't give a shit. Only color that matter to me is green, but you ain't gonna see no black person do that.
Not try to grab no knife.
I pour some hot ass chicken grease in there.
This one, wanna know why?
Something drowned it. I would have threw it in. I don't know.
Wanna know why that this black, like that this particular short story is got a Caucasian woman on it in it. A black woman wouldn't even come home with that shit looking like that. A black woman, if the necklace fall off, he come alive. I don't know. You keep that shit because I look. She never bought it. Period. Like, ew, that's ugly. And the black chick just went on and bought something else. That's how we just point out differences. That's it. That's the good point.
She did try another way. The other way was wrapping him up in the towel.
Yeah, that's later good.
Because once she's trying to figure all these ways, she got him in the suitcase, and now her hands getting knifed.
Okay, and then what happened? Okay, yeah.
So now it's like she runs to do something for a minute, just to like, all right, while he's cutting himself out.
Oh wait, when he's cutting himself out the suitcase, and she gets cut, how many times, Lulu? After she got cut, how many times did she go back to be like, okay, I think I can get it? After she got cut?
About 3 or 4.
2, but still, same thing.
Same thing. Yeah, it was more than once.
It was like,
if she runs, and the thing about it, but we wasn't in real life. But this is still Karen Black. If the actor in this was black, and there was an ad lib, like, who would do that? Who would try to, and she was trying to grab it like this.
Yeah, because she was watching it like, okay, I think I could grab it, bro.
No, okay, good. No. I just had to play that out.
Yeah, but now he done cut a hole open, he done stuck his head out of the suitcase. Looking around.
Where your ass at?
So now, I think the crescendo is when she's in the bathroom.
Dog.
Yeah.
And
that means some scary shit you don't want to see.
He gets through the door.
Again. This niggas just talk. The goddamn doorknob is up here.
All you seeing is the doorknob turn.
And she look at her like, now this is the third doorknob, and she's still looking like he's not gonna get through there.
No.
I thought what was funny, it was times where he'll pause, like he'd have her thinking that he might have left. He'd pause and like, got your bitch right here now, turn it again.
That's how you knew the people that was back was like, what would black people do with this? The nigga was a nigga. That's why I call him Jim. But the nigga was a nigga. Just like Troy said, all right, no, I'm gonna let this little white bitch think I ain't doing shit. And then you turn that bitch at the last minute and come and get it. I would do that if I was a little nigga, dog.
So she's in the bathroom now. She's tried that again. He got through the door.
Yeah.
He comes in there. He's like, yeah. She grabs him up in the towel and keeps him in the towel. Then she puts him in the tub.
Yeah. Thinking
that if I drowned him, maybe that'll work.
That bath water was ran way before they started shooting because they didn't show her running no bath water.
So it was like, he's in the tub. She thinks he might be gone at this point because she feels like she drowned him.
A wooden doll.
He comes out of there.
He ain't breathing air. He ain't breathing air.
He would. He don't float to the top.
Yeah. Duh. He might. What? Matter of fact, you might have made him bigger because water swells.
So now she think he gone. She walks away. Has her back turned. He jumps out of the tub. No knife this time. I'm gonna bite your neck.
Yeah.
No, he on her.
No, you see me in the background in the tub like this. Scary shit you don't want to see. I swear to God.
So he started biting her neck, and she's like, she's constantly twisting and turning. She winds up getting into the kitchen area, and she's still against the bar, the island area in her kitchen. She's twisting and turning. He's biting her neck. She like, She looks at the oven, and she's like, oh, okay, the oven on. She opens the door to the oven. He's still on her neck. She pulls him off her neck and throws him in the oven.
He did a plug.
Close the door. You hear him, yeah. So he's still going, and then you start hearing him slow down. He's on fire. He starts, he's going through it. Then he stops.
Yeah.
And she's like, wow, I think I might have gotten him this time. She opens up the door, and immediately she starts yelling. And then falls out. Nobody at this point, I would say in 75, probably did not know what was happening.
No.
But what was happening was that spiritual transfer. Spirit cannot be burned.
Nope.
So it's going to transfer, but it has to go somewhere.
Yeah.
So when she opened the door, all we know is that she started screaming.
Like it was like it's some type, like the doll did something. Once she opened, that's what it looks like.
Right.
Like the actual doll did something. Because she had looking like something happened and she was dying.
Right. Yeah, it looked like she was, like he might have attacked her again.
Yeah, like he threw a spear and hit her in the nipple or something. You know what I'm saying?
So now at this point, that part fades to black. And then she's on the phone with her mother. So now she's talking to mom and saying that I want you to come over. I want to see you. I know we haven't seen eye to eye in a while, and I want you to come over. I want to see you. Now her face is at this time, she's on the phone. Her back is turned to the camera, so you really can't see her face. And so she gets she's like, okay, mom, see ya, and hangs up. After this horrific attack has happened, and she winds up going to the door. And you kind of, as they scroll down, you see that she's got a knife in her hand. Now, don't know where this knife came from because this was not a knife in the house.
This is a Michael. This is a Michael Myers.
This even looked like one of them, the sword with the swoop on it.
Yeah.
So she now is like the camera is zooming in on her face, and she turns. As she's turning away from the phone, you can see her face. Her eyes have now starting to blacken around. And she looks a little bit more diabolical.
Yeah.
So after she gets off the phone with mom, she's like, okay, I'll see you. Hangs up. Then she goes to the door and kind of waits. And as she's waiting there, she's still in her robe. And she kind of crouches down on the floor. You see the knife in her hand, and kind of at this point, what's going on?
Yeah, frog squat.
Man, frog squat. And then she starts hitting the floor with a knife and looking at the camera. And then as the camera zooms away from her or starts to black out, she smiles. And as she smiles, she has the same teeth that the Zuni dog
that Jim had.
Choppers.
Yeah.
Clearly choppers. So the spirit had taken over her body after it transferred from the other.
Right.
So where are you at with that?
Once again,
man, this is the scene stiller. This is the one I've only known this movie. I just watched those other two stories the other day. But every time Trilogy of Terror,
you just seen the first two the other day. You always go to
the first time I seen it, it always end up being on the Zuni Doll story.
Yeah, true.
I really probably seen the bits and pieces of the Julie story.
Amelia.
Really had to get into them too, but this was the one that I always put it on for. I could watch that, and that's just always been Trilogy of Terror for me.
I can watch that. Actually, now since where we are right now, mentally and how we look at movies, I can watch that movie all fucking day now. Every day, I can watch it all day. I can just put that bitch on rewind like my favorite song.
Well, you got to think at this point, it's an easy watch. It's only an hour and 12 minutes.
Yeah, not a long movie. The pacing is pretty quick.
3 movies into an hour and 12 minutes.
Yeah, but the first time I seen this, the first two will be like, the fuck was that? And then, you get to the Zuni down one and be like, oh my God, that saved the movie.
Yeah.
And I think that's where you are with it. Because anytime you talk about Trilogy of Terror, the first thing people talk about is the dog.
I think that's from nostalgia's sake. But now, like we said, like we talked about the first two movies, the mental and psychology part of it.
Yeah, I've gained a new appreciation for the movie.
Did I? Yeah. That's why I said fuck movie like I did on that last one. Like, but you didn't give me your shit, man. I just messed up.
If we do the cut review for it,
you can start us off.
Whatever you say.
I started off. I get mine. The second story is not my favorite. It's my least favorite of the three.
Mm-hmm. But is it bad?
Y'all brought a new perspective to it. I didn't give much of a shit about it when I watched it though. So yeah. I'm gonna give this movie. I'm gonna give it 3/4 of a cup.
Oh hell no!
3/4?
Oh hell no! I'm not letting him
and a shot.
I still don't like it. It ain't even my goddamn movie. Go ahead. No, let him go. I mean, he got a right to do this shit. Go ahead. He ain't got a right to be my friend.
The Zuni doll story is like top tier. If I had to judge it off of that story alone, it would get a full cup.
Yeah, just off that one story.
Just off the one story.
Nobody asked me.
Yeah, it was a good movie. I love the premise. I love how they took the actress and she got to show her chops playing all these different characters, whether she was the antagonist or the protagonist or the deuter antagonist. Yeah. I'm just saying, she did her thing. Acting was solid. I don't know if y'all saw the sequel. They did a sequel, which is kind of a rehashing of. They do another Zuni doll story with different characters. Mm-hmm. They have another actress that plays all three starring roles. It was like a made for TV that came on.
So
TNT.
that was like a series for TV though.
Yeah, it's this movie just like this one.
It's a movie.
But they had another woman play all three roles. I did. And they did another Zuni doll story at the end.
Okay.
Wow. And I put on the same plane as.
For real? Oh, I'll be watching.
Yeah, it's definitely worth a watch. As this one is.
So you say 3/4 cup
and a shot.
Okay,
and a shot.
Okay, where you put it at?
3/4 cup and a shot. No one, Troy's obviously drinking some shit. I be drinking some shit he's never drunk before. Don't believe in that. I get this shit, and only because I would give it. See, I put my glasses on like I'm just so intelligent. We all know me. I'm going to give it a pint of Chevy's Regal straight. Okay. Because I don't think I wouldn't even be able to sit here and talk about giving a whole film. I mean, with a new game perspective, like being older and seeing it again, and who I am, like who critique is, part of Booze and Reviews, like. Yeah, when I was 7, I agree with Troy. Yeah, shit. Because we didn't understand the psychological. That's why I said it was before its time. No shade on Troy, though. I'm just, No shade on Troy, but as of right now, lighter.
Okay.
That's a good question. Mm-hmm. So basically, it's to wrap up Trilogy of Terror. 3 stories. Again, that last one is the one that anybody that talks about it is always going to remember.
Yeah.
But as I watched and saw the development of the other 2 stories, I will give Trilogy of Terror a 3/4 cup.
Oh, yeah.
And the reason why I'm going with a 3/4 cup is because even with those 2 stories, the Zuni doll is what carries the movie. And when they say horror suspense, it's more so suspense. The horror really doesn't come in until you get to the Zuni doll story. Although that, somebody, the guy got burnt up, the student got burnt up, and that she's a black widow or whatever, and that she's luring these guys to their death.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I get all of that. Definitely good acting. But I think the shock factor is with the Zuni doll, and I think that's what carries the movie. I think the introspection of Millicent and Therese and the Julie story, like with the Julie story, you pretty much can say, hey, she was a witch.
Yeah.
Or that she made these she was a mermaid or something.
Right,
It made these cats like come toward her.
Yeah. Or she could have been like a full-fledged. Narcissists have done it so much where they already know. Once they start that one thing of manipulation, they already know how it's going to go.
One thing that changes it from that, totally. Changes from that. She put the words in the dude's head. She put the words in his head. And she said the same thing because she recanted it back to him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so she put the words in his head. And so that's where the magical or witchery, that's where I feel that came from. Karen Black definitely put on these hats, and she did it well. She did it very well. And like we talking about 1975, we would have to talk about what movies were out around that time in that genre. Like what was out at that time in that genre. We know what came a little bit before it and a little bit after it, but like what was out at that time. So
put that in the comments, y'all.
Yeah, put that in the comments, and maybe you'll catch us on the live, and we can kind of delve into what movies was going on around 75 and what, as far as horror suspense. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But there you go. I got a 3/4 cup.
3/4 cup.
We got a 3/4 cup and a shot.
Yeah.
And we got a
pint of Chevy's Regal with a lighter. Yeah, with a lighter.
With a little bit of flame on top so you can get a little bit more flavor. Make sure you look up legs, because he's giving you that game on legs of Chevy's Regal. Okay.
When you're a connoisseur of liqueurs. Yeah. It's mostly done with cognac. With brandies. Mm-hmm. To a lesser degree cognacs, and to the last degree bourbons or whiskeys. But look that up. Legs of what? Legs of liquor when judged by a connoisseur. Yeah, look that up. Yeah. Because we got it, baby.
So that will end this installment, the second installment of our Shocktober. As it keeps on going, because we got another installment. And then we got the People's Choice installment. And they still have not been picked yet. And that is coming up very soon. Yep. And you guys will be notified if your movie is chosen to be that last review for our Shocktober. There it is. Pools and Reviews. It's your boy Mugu, your boy T-Roy, and your man's Petit.
Watch your mouth.
And welcome to Shocktober.